Hello everyone, it's me Zach on here, and in this episode I'm going to be planning on creating a sugarcane and creeper farm in one build, and that's going to be used to create fireworks because I literally only have 16 left. So yeah, we're going to definitely need this. So for some reason my original footage got deleted, but basically my original base was over there on the island, as many of you know. So my base is there, my island build, if you want to check that out. But here we have this area which I want to make kind of like a factory. So I want to have sugarcane here, and then I want to have a little spot that juts out here, and that'll be specifically for the creeper farm. So before I do any building, I already put this down, but that's not permanent. But I want to first actually create this sugarcane farm. This was kind of tricky, but I think this will work. So I ignore everything right now, but these two are gonna be with rails that have hopper minecarts, and then above there'll be grass, and then on the left side it's gonna be water and then piston, redstone, and then wall. So it's a total of 8 wide. So I think I want to start it off right here, and we're gonna have a tough base, and it's probably gonna go about 3 tall. But I'm not gonna like start the building until I finish the farm. So let me just get this done, and maybe I'll talk a little as I build. So during this whole process I was very indecisive, but I first decided to pull out the building by one. And here I just added a 2 wide door. And then I also decided to bring the whole line of rails up by one because I wanted a little more room for the farm, just because I needed some technical stuff down there. And then here is the rails being placed, and then eventually I'm going to be placing a redstone block with a powered rail. And then I just add grass above, which is where the sugarcane is going to physically be. Okay, so here I have the first section done. There's water underneath there, and then we have pistons, of course, the observer in each corner. I didn't do all the way just to save resources, but I'm actually fully out of iron now, so that's kind of a problem. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go to my mine down a little, and hopefully get some iron. And actually, wait, I'm pretty sure you guys don't know this, but earlier the original clip I had found a cave here, yeah, and I'm pretty sure it had a ton of iron actually. Let's see if that's right. Does it? Yeah, it does. Alright, let's get down here and see if I can grab all of it. Oh wow, this is huge. I got a whole 1.5 stacks from just a little bit of iron, thanks to the fortune. So that should definitely hold on. That should definitely help me out for a little at least. Let's get out of here now. And let's smelt it. Then I went back to building, and I put this wall here with the birch so that it can cover up the farm. And I can have barrels here to access sugarcane. And then I also just added another barrel for more storage. And then now I'm just gonna add a tough trim to outline the top here. Last but not least, I add this nice mixture of diorite and calcite, which is gonna be the main part of the build. adding more diorite than usual because I want it to look like a dirty factory. And of course we're going to add some trapdoors here to make the building a little less flat. Lastly, I add some stairs here to cover up this top section. For all of you wondering if I died in that last clip, of course I didn't die. I'm a pro Minecrafter. Alright, I actually did not die though, but I was very close. So, let me show you. There's been a lot of progress here. So, the farm itself is pretty much fully done. Like I said, I just repeated that first layer for like all of them. Let's just get up here for a sec. So, we have the whole farm working. And once one of these goes in front of the observer, it'll work. Should we wait and see if it happens? Alright, it is very slow, but it takes time, but it'll eventually do its thing. And then here I already kind of added the back wall just to try to catch some of the extra things because some would pop out. So we have this nice wall here, that's nice. It looks relatively dirty, which is what I wanted. And then I think Bedrock mechanics for creeper farms recently changed in this update. So that might mean that I'm able to use a Java farm, but I'm still working on that. But I'm gonna try to just get this creeper farm built here on the side, and then we'll try to make it look good. I don't know if I'm gonna do a different building like over there or try to make it attached. But what I didn't say yet, and which I really want to do and think it would be cool. So over here we have this water. I kind of, oh, sorry, this is a cave. I kind of want to make it look like the water is like all dirty and grimy because it's coming out of the factory. So we'll try to do like a pipe, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work. But let's see what creeper farm we can build here, and I'll come back to you when I've got a farm. Oh wait, actually, before I leave you, this here is the auto crafter. So basically, to make it work, I think it was working before. I just need some more. I need some more sugarcane. And then so it'll come here once items are in there. Once there's 3, it'll automatically like do its thing. So what's going on over here is I kind of wanted to do a dispenser, but I'm not really sure how to move that without it like affecting that. And the system I have here is weird, so it's only 1 because basically half the farm is gonna be for just normal sugarcane, and then the other half is gonna be to turn into paper right here, and that'll be used to make fireworks with the creeper farm. But let me just get some stuff organized, get my creeper farm ready and ready to go, and I'll be back once I have that all ready to go. I'm pretty dead. Bye. Why are you all over here? And one thing I'm still waiting on is to get this to sharpness 5. I'm working on this in the back, but I need almost 30 levels to add that. I do have a sharpness 5 book now from trading, but yep, that'll take a little while. But let me get this creeper farm ready, rocking and rolling. Okay, I believe I have somewhat of a plan now. So I kind of, in my own little world, I created like a little makeshift one. So I didn't really follow any tutorial, I just saw like the requirements. So what I'm going to be doing is 3 layers. The first thing I want to do is get the water tunnel here, which is going to be where they drop and will eventually get killed by a campfire. So this is the wall here, and I just want to make sure it's 3 deep. So let me quickly get that and hopefully avoid this water here. Okay, so I've dug down 3 now. So this is going to be like the killing chamber, so all of the water is going to push the creepers. So by placing water along this whole wall, it's going to push the creepers down here, and then there's going to be water on this side and this side, and then they'll die somewhere around there. And this is going to go probably like 2 or 3 blocks down. Alright, now I'm going to start on the actual platform. So right here, it's going to be like this, and then we're just going to add these holes where the creepers are going to fall in. And we're going to make it into a grid pattern just like this. It was very painful to craft all these down, but I'm going to need so many of these spruce trapdoors. And what I'm going to have to do, I believe what I have to do is just lay them right here. I like it because it's quite small, pretty compact, and I also am building it partially underground, which I think, I mean, it's definitely not the best farm, but I think it's a nice farm for just a simple project. But you're gonna need quite a bit of wood for all these trapdoors. And then in order for the creepers to fall, you also need to do a trapdoor in each of the holes. 40 more trapdoors, that was more than a stack of wood. I can already feel the lag, but just so everyone knows, you're gonna actually need to pull this wall out just to create more spawning platforms for the creepers here on both the sides here. Also, I think I'll probably be doing like a tutorial eventually just to make it a little bit easier to follow, because I do like this farm and I think it works relatively well. Before I get back to the farm, let me show off the mass placement I've been doing. So I got this whole front part done here, and then over here, this wonderful looking wall. It looks a little boring, but at least it's textured. And then of course I have the back here, so that took a while, just randomly like strategically placing those all in there, but I'm pretty much done with that. And then I'm actually fully done with the first section here, besides obviously the top here. So let me just make some buttons, and when I say some I mean 28, but I probably need more than this. So basically, obviously many of you should know, but creepers, this prevents other mobs from spawning because creepers can spawn like right here. Well, not on top of the trapdoor, but they can spawn here. To stop other mobs, what you have to do is place a button on every block, just empty block here. So I'll also have to place a button there. And it's gonna, by the end, it's gonna look like a grid pattern. So it'll be like every other button basically for the wall. So let me just quickly do that. And actually, because I'm doing multiple layers, it'll just be basically every single block here. But let me just try to finish off these layers, because this is definitely not an amazing tutorial, so let me, this is so laggy now. But let me try to get that done, and I'll show you my progress, hopefully when I'm done, and hopefully if I don't have a... Okay, after quite a while, I finally think I've wrapped up this project. I'm actually going to be going away, so this is a big project that I will be posting, but I'm really happy with this. So here we have the sugarcane collection area. So this is where it physically goes, and then this is just where I like put the overflow. And then behind the scenes you can see that half of the farm is going to be turned into paper, which funnels down into a dispenser and goes below. And here it just turns into paper with the crafter here, the new block. And also all the way up there is where the physical sugarcane containment area is. And you may have noticed in these windows I've also just added sugarcane to make it look kind of cool. And here I have a roof that is spruce and dark oak, and then I've grown a little bit of trees around here, but not too many. So this is like the sugarcane portion, and then this brick part here is of course our creeper area. So up here I have a scaffolding right now. It looks kinda ugly, but it works for now. This is like my AFK. I haven't really AFK'd at all yet, but it's a really nice look. Like I like how it came out. I added that so mobs don't spawn up here. I'll probably try to add some nicer looking torches eventually, but that works for now. And then I added this kind of weird, like wonky, like thing. I might try to add some mud eventually to make it like dirty. And then here's the actual farm. Tinted glass prevents all the light from entering, so I'm able to see. I haven't seen any creepers yet, but I've heard them dying, so I'll show you where. Down here is where I actually can collect the drops. And so yeah, the only problem is it's not really fully automatic here, because I really could, like above it's fully automatic, it'll like turn into to paper, but this just requires room. I can do that, but I honestly don't mind just coming and being like, and like just getting it. Like that's not bad at all, because there's not too much yet. Like once it starts to overflow, I might try to do that, but I haven't really AFK'd yet. But I'm very happy with this. I don't really want to go inside because I don't want to die. It's pretty dark in there. So there's basically a water chamber there, which I kind of showed you, and then signs will kill them down here. And then there's 4 different layers with the glass I can kind of show you. Looking into each area, there's trapdoors here, which the creepers will not spawn on, and then there, that block without the trapdoors where they're actually going to spawn. And there's a button that prevents other mobs from spawning. And yeah, that's pretty much what it is for all of the platforms. And there's a hole so they're supposed to fall directly down, but they don't always do that. But I'm really happy with this. It took a long time to get this done. A lot of iron, a lot of that. So I'm going to probably have to get some resources between episodes. But I'm very happy with how it turned out. Also, if you noticed, I have the day counter on in the top left here, which is actually getting close to 500, which is exciting, I guess, but also like I want to have some good projects coming up. So before 500, I want to definitely get some nice buildings and hopefully get this water district rolling. Like this episode took like a lot longer than I thought it was, to be honest. Just the creeper farm, like a lot of time it took. But I'm happy with the finished product, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.